So, I've kind of just been doing a lot of this. Aimlessly standing in the forest, feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But I think the best way for us to begin this is one step at a time. And we'll get there. There really is something quite magical about forests. I grew up in a forest and it's definitely had an impact on how I relate to nature. Maybe that comes across in these videos. Anyway, welcome back everybody. I hope you're all well. All of your kind words on the last video was so encouraging. It really means a lot to me. I genuinely appreciate it. But anyway, today we need to get working on this forest village. I think it's quite overwhelming not knowing exactly what I want to do, but like I said, one small step at a time is how we should approach this. And before you know it, the idea in my mind will have been made real in this world. Only focus on each little step and eventually we'll have made it to the top without even realizing. I think a good place to start would be to plan out where these streams and forest brooks will flow down to meet the river. I just want to make it feel more real. Having the river just randomly start from this point doesn't make a lot of sense. The rainwater would stream down from this hill that rises up under the forest. So let's lay out the path it would take as it flows down. I think this feels good. We can have it slinking through the trees and make it feel really damp and closed in here. We can replace a few of these trees with large, rooty trees hanging over the stream and a bunch of mossy rocks and boulders. And I think in places like this, we allow the natural world gen to dictate the realistic flow. Like rainwater would collect at this rock face and flow down the sides of it, and carve a channel as it cuts through the landscape. I think this kind of organic creation is my favorite way to let things come together. Like this world gen will dictate the streams that lead to the river, and the streams will dictate where the lumber mill is situated, and that will dictate where the road, it just kind of all forms from nothing, and that's really kind of beautiful to me. Instead of planning it all out, demolishing what was there and just starting from scratch. I think with a world as beautiful as ours, it's only fair that we allow it to have its say on our creations. This definitely feels a lot better, more realistic. The organic lines meandering through the trees, following the flow of the world generation. I think with the torches at nighttime, you can really get a sense of the organic shapes snaking through the world. And now I suppose we better turn them into streams. I think if we start on a small patch first and get the feel down, work out the block choices for the riverbanks and stream bed, and then I'll just extend this throughout the forest. As a little test portion of the stream, I think this works. I think removing most of the green grass from the forest floor and replacing it with coarse dirt and podzol is more realistic. But keep it all overgrown, keep the long grass. And as for the stream itself, I think this is a good block palette. Lots of mossy cobble, gravel, stairs, slabs, and vertical slabs, and just keep it all a bit broken and naturally messy. And with the water in, the seagrass, kelp, and the better foliage mod that adds these golden reeds. Yeah, this works. This looks like an overgrown forest stream tumbling down through the trees towards the river. This is quite a large endeavor we're taking on, renovating this entire forest and bringing it all to life before we even place a building. But I think it will be worth it. Forests are kind of special to me, and it seems right to put the effort in to make this one feel old and alive. I love the forest sounds that the dynamic surroundings mod adds, but I wish there was more life in a forest. Small birds or woodland deer, that would be amazing. I would love it if they added deer to Minecraft. Sure, there's a mod that adds deer, but I'm trying to keep this fairly vanilla. A few extra blocks and more beautiful world gen is still kind of acceptable to me. Although we do have the create mod, and that's pretty modded, so I don't know. Maybe I'll find a deer mod just to bring more life to our beautiful forests. Anyway, we have got a lot of resources to collect. We're going to run streams all through the forest. So I'm going to go and do that. I'll take the river south to the mega taiga forest and gather a whole bunch of podzol and mossy cobble. And then when I'm back, we'll start running these forest streams. So we're not quite finished, but it's really coming along. kind of just want to leave this song playing. I love it so much. Anyway, that may have seemed like just a few time lapses for you guys, but it's been a grind. Renovating an entire forest is no easy feat. We've done most of the streams, all mossy and broken up. I've tried to keep a consistent look, but at the same time add variation and randomness and different stream widths and depths, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. It definitely feels more natural and realistic. I said in the last video or before that I'd recently stayed in a cottage in Wales, and the cottage was right in the middle of the woods, located on a forest stream, and I think that's why I felt so inspired to work on this forest, this episode, and really make it feel like that place that I recently visited. Such a magical place. Maybe by the time we're done with this forest, it will capture a little bit of that realistic magic that I felt when I was there. I think most of the majesty of being in an old forest is standing in the presence of giant, venerable old trees. So I think if we're going to try to recreate that, we're going to need some much larger trees than these. And that is going to take a lot of wood. So I thought maybe to break this episode up, how about we start experimenting with the Create mod? Try and figure out a rudimentary tree farm system using some of the mechanical blocks in that mod. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I've seen videos and a few tutorials, but this is going to be me figuring it out as we go. Hold W to ponder. Huh. Wow. Look at this. This is such a well-made mod. Huh. I'm kind of in shock. Normally, I've played with modded before. Normally it's just figure it out. There you go. But like, wow. Well, maybe this won't be so difficult. Okay, how do we make the water wheel? Slabs around a large cogwheel, which is andesite alloy. There we go. Now we're getting into the andesite alloy. It's fine. It's just nuggets and andesite. Thankfully, we live next to an andesite hill. Let's grab some of this. Ooh. Oh, I might need to mine a bunch more. But hopefully this is enough. I don't really know how much I'm going to need. I've never really played with this mod. I kind of like this, going to all the different storage areas to get the different items for crafting. I think I love the idea of huge automatic storage systems, but it's not as fun just having it all in one place. Okay, I've got everything I need. Cogwheels. Wait, how do I make the water wheel? Ah, slabs. There we go. One water wheel. Looks cool. I think I'm going to set up a little area so we can play around with this and figure out how it all works. So this is all temporary, but you know, I'm me, so I have to situate it properly in the world and make it look aesthetically pleasing. But anyway, the saw. How does the saw work? No, not this one. This. No, this is what we want. Place it next to a tree and power it. It should chop down the tree. Yeah, that's perfect. So how do we make the saw? Iron sheets. And how do we make iron sheets? With a press. A mechanical press. And how does this work? Oh my god, I love this mod. Look at it. All these cogs and moving parts. Yeah, we're going to have some incredible contraptions in the future. Just you wait. Anyway, that is the future. Right now, we need to build a mechanical press. Okay, how does this work then? Get some iron. And what, just throw it on? Oh, wow. Oh my god, I love all this. Can I have it? More? Okay, I figured it out. And now we've got the sheets that we need to make the mechanical saw. So let's test this. Have we done this right? Will you cut down our tree? Yes, you will. Amazing. But if we're going to grow 2x2 dark oak trees, we're going to need 4 saw. Oh. Did we break it? Okay. Now we've got 2 wheels, more power, 4 saws, 4 saplings, and here we go. Incredible. So I'm pretty happy with everything we achieved in this episode. We managed to get this all working, and this is going to be so useful for all of the logs that we'll need to build these trees. I started to work on a large, rooty custom tree over the stream, but tree chopping was getting a bit tedious. And yeah, the stream's not all finished, but it will be, maybe in between episodes. But where it is finished, it's looking really close to how I imagined. I don't know if it was a stupid idea trying to renovate an entire forest, but I just kind of had to. I said at the beginning that forests are kind of special to me. It's where I grew up, playing amongst the trees. It was really lovely. I think I just needed to try and recreate that in this world that we're escaping to. And there's still work to do. I want to turn this area into a little forest waterfall. Get rid of this tree, put a giant overhanging tree in its place. But that is next episode. Now I was thinking what to recommend for something I like and want to share with you, but it had to be this song that was playing earlier. It's Aria Math by C418, and oh my god, is it beautiful. So I'm just going to let it play, and that's my recommendation this episode. You're welcome.